The Arsenal legend was for the first time visiting the country on behalf of Arsenal Football Club and was not hesitant to promote the club's agenda in partnership with Kenya Premier League sponsors Sportpesa.
It's a fantastic initiative to give coaches. They've brought 60 coaches around Kenya, and then to bring in the local kids who've been playing, girls and boys, which is very important, to train here and get coached in the Arsenal way, the philosophy, which is fantastic for me. Is it's great because they're also in that initiative. They are looking for or identifying young talent as well, and that kicks into what the longer term Sportpesa wants to do. They want to kind of push for Kenya to get into the 2022 World Cup. So this is where it's starting here, grassroots for these young boys and girls to get into that final and qualify and get into that final. So they're starting here. This is where it's starting. So they are being the beacon of Kenyan football. So hopefully other people can come along and join in this journey and participate or help out with it in whichever way, in a positive way. So it's great.
Campbell also reflected on his development as a young footballer and encouraged the young players at the camp to be resilient.
Like for me, when I started playing football, I started playing on the dirt or on the streets or jumping over the school gates and playing football. The talent is everywhere. That's how I started. I started on pitches like this. So that is not a problem. It's when you get to the next level, the infrastructure of when you play a game. I may have played on games like trained on these type of pitches, but maybe a game is the pitch is a bit better. There's kind of a little bit more facilities around. The infrastructure is just a bit more slicker. So all those things you can put in, and once they're into Kenya's kind of, I think you just got to change the psyche. Once it's in there, I think people get it, and then once one person, like say Sportpesa, shows them the way, that you won't want to go back.
Like many football pundits and fans, the East London-born defender was not shy to air his opinion on the latest happenings in the Barclays Premier League, key being the appointment of Jose Mourinho as the new Manchester United coach.
He's got to get over that kind of crossroads and getting the players mentally kind of, we can do something this season. And that's going to take a while to kind of, get psychologically get those players into kind of winning mentality, like back in Alex Ferguson's. So I think, for him, I think the players will be inspired. He's definitely knows what he's doing, and his history between 1 or 3 years, he's won something. So that's what Man United need. They need impact. I don't know, like when you look at him as a fit to Man United, I think because Man United has come to him, not the other way around, because their whole perception of and the whole environment has changed Man United. So that's why they had to kind of look at him in the end, because they need success.
Last but not least, guess which team is backing in the upcoming Euro 2016 tournament?
France have a wonderful chance. I think they've got the whole nation behind them. I've spoken to a few ex-French internationals, and they are behind them. It's incredible. They feel the team is solid. They feel the team. They haven't played a competitive game, but they feel they're behind them, and and the willing is there. So France is a good choice. There's obviously the Germans and Spaniards. Yeah.
Campbell is set to leave the country tonight.